Oh, okay, Mark. Here we go again. Problem. Mental health, supposedly experts and professionals who are mentally ill themselves, and that physician heal thyself is not being applied. They can't even heal themselves of their own mental problems, nor their children, siblings, family. They wouldn't have any marital problems, any financial problems. They wouldn't have any problems if their mind was 20/20 clear. So who are these people? And what are they teaching them in school? Because it isn't working. Here's the big scam, everybody. You will find no records, statistics. They have records and statistics on everything. On how many people use toothpicks still? And are they still viable? But there are no records and statistics on the psychological community has deterred mental health this much in this many years. Mental health has went down. You will never hear a report saying mental health in America has dropped by 20% in the past 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, 100 years, 200 years. It's just been up, 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 up for thousands of years. And so here you got some people at the height of mental illness in the world saying, come to me. Let me give you a snake oil cure. Lay on this couch. Tell me your problems. Now, am I mistaken? But a doctor, even a mechanic, is supposed to diagnose your problems. They're supposed to measure and check under the hood and tell you what your problem is. Here's the person, first stage of the con that you can see. Tell me your problem. Or, as it's phrased, lay you down and say, so, what seems to be the problem? And you recite your problems. And you ask for opinion from this person, a professional opinion. And they tell you, good question. What do you think? You see the trick? You see the magic, the sleight of hand? Every time you go for an answer, they make you answer the question yourself and tell you that's part of the therapy. But the truth is they don't have any answers. Like I said in the beginning, your psychiatrist goes and lays on another psychiatrist's couch, who goes and lays on another psychiatrist's couch. And this goes on into infinity. There's no end game where someone is sane and they trickle the sanity down to your level through the psychological community. There is no hierarchy up there that is sane. There is no school, like you have universities that's famous for law, universities famous for medicine. There is no famous psychological community, because what progress would they have to report? What papers could they write that did some good? Look at what I'm doing. Look at all the papers I've spawned. Yeah, I'll go get the credentials because it's part of the game. Not that I need them nor care about them, but I'll go get them because they're mine. It is very seldom that a person comes along and adds to the curriculum. There are classes for everything they thought. And here we come. with several things. There is no one to teach. A student cannot go to school and learn it because there is no teacher. But let's stay on point. They can't even tell you where the mind is. They can tell you about your brain, but that's not the psychiatric community. Okay? That's the neurological community. That is the physical medicine. All right? Brain surgery. To tell a person about their brain. All right? It's brain surgery. Remember, there is no such thing as brain. So that whole thing is insane. How can there be brain surgery when there is no brain? How can there be a whole course named after something that does not exist? How can you be an expert on something that is off from the very name? Your body is full of organs. Some up top, some down low, some in places they don't even let you know. So there is really no head, no back, no front. It's not your stomach. All your organs is down there. It's not your chest. Your organs are in there. There is no body part called the chest. There is no body part called the back. If there were a body part called the back, you would have a body part called the front and the side. But you don't have these. They call your ribs and your kidneys and whatever else there, your side. See? Who are these Neanderthals in which you put your life in their hands thinking that they're doctors? A bunch of primitive, mindless people faking the funk. The same old snake oil game. I'm going to find a cure someday, though, by experimenting on you. But I'm going to let you think that I'm fixing you. But really, I'm trying to find a cure and a fix. You're doing the world a service by volunteering. Boo dookie. The game is over. We will dig into holistic medicine and home cures and voodoo. Yeah, that's what it is. Chemistry. There's no magic, people. Just a bunch of Chris Angel, David Blaine, David Copperfield tricks. The trick to voodoo is chemistry. Those powders that they blow in people's face will paralyze you, have you walking around like a zombie. The chemicals they put in your drink, I have someone thinking somebody put a spell on you. Same old trickery in the world. A world of illusions. Of course, magic is going to be prevalent. All right? You got an illusion life, illusion society. Magic is probably your greatest height of entertainment. After acting in an illusion, imaginary world. Make-believe acting goes right hand in hand. So, it's all an illusion. When your mental health doctor tells you, because you have drug damage or nerve damage or done some kind of real damage and you should have some kind of real physical treatment, they're going to tell you crapola like, you got to keep your mind occupied. They tell everybody the same stick, the same crap, and I'm tired of it. They got my cousin sleeping with the TV on and CNN driving everybody crazy. To sleep with the television on will drive you mad. Commercials and different things being planted in your mind during your sleep. You have more than bad dreams. You're going to wake up, if you sleep listening to the news and it's bad, you're going to wake up in a bad mood. and not know why. Okay? Violent moods. Because violent, it can put anything in your mind. Sleeping with the TV on is not good. Okay? Now, what I'm trying to tell you is this doesn't work. She got my sister playing video games with one hand and watching television with the other hand. You see many people around you doing this. All right? They're not all media fiends. They're not all screen heads. Okay? Some of these people have been advised to do this like it was a prescription. Okay? They've been told to do this thinking that it's going to work. It doesn't work. I'm sitting here watching it. It doesn't work. They just don't know what else to do, so they keep doing it. It keeps them occupied. All right? Because someone tricked them to a conversation where they said, hey, when my mind wanders, I blink out, I trip out, I do this, I do that. Oh, well, you got to keep your mind on something else. Because that's all my weak, lame education can come up with. We're on it, people. We're going to rewrite all the school books to have what is and what really transpired in history and what real science is and what is really healthy and all, whatever subjects they have. It will be redid. And that means children at the kindergarten level, since science says they can learn how to fly in a bomber, all right, they can learn how to fly a stealth cruiser. They can learn how to navigate an ocean liner between the ages of 1 and 7. There's nothing that a child can't learn between the ages of 1 and 7. So why aren't we just throwing it all at them? All right? Why you got to buy a little home study course called Super Kids? Why aren't we supersizing all the kids? Huh? Why isn't school for super kids? Why isn't super school? All right? Why you got to buy something from someone else off to the side, hooked on phonics and stuff? Why do they caught on to that? And now phonics is in school. Well, what happened to the super babies and the super kids? How come no one caught on to that? And they're crucifying Bill Cosby, but he's the only one I've seen him try to do Chisenbaugh. All right? Now, what I'm simply saying is this. Everything will be fixed. If the person whose job it is to fix it, maintain it, and keep it running, design it or whatever, is incompetent, they're out of there. It's nothing sentimental. There's no more on the buddy plan. No more father-in-law. No more. No more criminals. No more crazy. No more incompetence. Based on the buddy system, it didn't work. All right? It almost killed us. The buddy systems took them from the #1 rock star nation in the world to, damn, they're laughing at us. Laughing at us like, oh man, I don't even want to put it in your brain. I don't need you even picturing us like that. And when I say us, I mean U.S., us. Now, so, this is the SPS, the Self-Preservation Society. Where I've come from, self-preservation is the first law. That means every living creature thinks this first above all. Some kind of way someone has done something to you guys where you done broke the pattern. Even the ants only think about staying alive. Every bird, every other creature, except you. Someone tricked you into committing suicide. Okay? They sent you on a path of improvement. All right? Extension. You understand? Learn to move faster than your legs can carry you. See further than your eyes can see. Lift more than your arms can lift. These are extensions, all these inventions. When you were doing good, then came the trick. Start shoving stuff at you that did not extend you. It really debilitated you. Even threatens your life and kill you. Now they're shoving stuff at you that will make you blind, deaf, and crippled. Went from eyeglasses to microscopes to telescopes, and could see into other universes, all right? To now they're making stuff that's going to make you blind. Back to the subject. You thought I was off the subject? These screens burning your eyes out, and the world has on glasses now. See, just because they don't have on glasses, don't think the world don't have on glasses. There's those who need them and didn't go get them. There's those who have them and they don't wear them. There's those with contact lenses on and you can't see them. But the world's eyes have gone bad because Big Mama wasn't here to say, don't watch TV in the dark. It's really that simple. Meemaw was not there to say don't watch TV in the dark no more. When people stopped saying it. So people went to watching TV in the dark. And like I said, the phone and the television is the same thing. Looking at your phone in the dark will do the same thing that a television will do to your eyes in the dark. You probably never heard this before unless you heard my other note. This isn't about that. This is about the mental health scam. Crazy people who need to be cured because in their heart they want to help crazy people. If they really want to help them, they need to cure themselves first and get the tools to, they need to learn what crazy is first. And see if they really want to choose this. I don't know what they chose this occupation on. I want to help people, or I have a child that was born with a mental problem. My dad, my mom, someone. See, when something hits close to home, that's when someone wants to go into it and do something about it. Until then, they're oblivious and they don't care. They're not even going to contribute to the charity. But when it touches home, they'll be right up front with signs and flags. That's how it works. It's not right or wrong. It just is. So, this is the Self-Preservation Society. And we're the servants of all. That's all. Okay? And we're the ones because we can't be anything else. You will always be one. You'll never be two. You'll never be 3 or 4. You can tell yourself, yeah, I got 19 people living in this body. Okay, 19 parts of one. That's all it's going to ever be. Okay, now, and saving the world is a worthy cause. And yes, someone should have thought of all these names before me, but they didn't. And please don't try. It would be like squashing a bug, which spoils my appetite still. So please, let's not go there. We're here to save the world. Sigh. You know, just like in the movies when you escape danger or a situation, you go, phew. Okay? Sigh. S-Y. Save yourself. Because if everyone saves themselves, the whole world will be saved.